Hi everyone and welcome to Passionate Perseverance Tarot. Thank you so much for joining in today. Today we're going to go ahead and take a look at the energy surrounding the tragic passing of Celeste Rivas. Rivas. I apologize if I'm not saying that correctly. Right away my ear is ringing for this, so there's definitely a message that wants to come out. I really have not been following this case. It was brought to my attention by a viewer who asked if I would take a deeper look, and I do feel pulled into it currently. And the reason is because I watched one short clip and it was saying how there is a current suspect who is someone that is in the limelight, a well-known singer. His name is David, but with a number 4 for the D4, like V and D, I believe it is. And he's a singer and has currently been identified as a suspect in connection with the passing of 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, according to LAPD source with direct knowledge of the investigation. Now, I believe there's another possible suspect. There is also there's lots of details to the case. I'm going to say some right now just to kind of give everyone the preliminary information. And I really am just learning this now because I haven't paid attention to it in the media. I felt like it should have been open and shut for some reason. Like I keep seeing open and shut. And so I was like, oh, this is going to be an open and shut case. And I never looked at it deeper. But now looking at all the details, I'm like, oh, wow, there's a lot of very subversive activity happening here, very ritualistic type things, or almost what you would look at like a serial killer, that type of energy, or there's something more occurring here. So let me go through some of these bullets that are in this article. It says the Lake Elsinore girl's decomposed body was found September 8th in the front trunk of a Tesla impounded at a Los Angeles tow yard. So apparently the vehicle was parked on the street, which is awkward enough in my opinion. I don't know what the parking looks like, especially for this individual and his residence, but that's bizarre. I would have to dig deeper, but parked on the street. And if it parks and doesn't move, it's illegally there. It got multiple citations, I believe, and then was impounded or towed. Then subsequently, the remains were found. The car was impounded after someone reported it was abandoned in the Hollywood Hills, where neighbors say it had been parked for more than a month. The LAPD source with direct knowledge of the investigation told NBC4 that the Houston artist has not been cooperative in the investigation. Police tell NBC4 that Celeste's death likely occurred in the spring and that David likely had help in dismembering and disposing of the body. So, important information there, dismembered and disposed of. I also did hear it was frozen to a degree also. Let me just read a little bit more. So she's 15 years old, decomposed remains found in September inside the Tesla. Let me just see if there's anything more from this one article. She had been missing, or she disappeared for, believe over a year. Celeste, who disappeared in the Lake Elsinore area last year, was identified through forensics. The medical examiner is still working to determine a cause of death. I get chills for that, so I want to find out, cause of death. I had seen one clip, and it really enraged me to a degree, and that's why I want to look at this, and also because I was asked by a viewer. And it was mentioning how believing that whatever suspects we have are going to say that there was what they're going to say when they go to court, right? Their defense is going to be that this young lady died they panicked, something along those lines, and then just didn't know how to dispose of the body, right? Like, we didn't do it. We just didn't report it, something along those lines. And then that would be a much lesser charge. And that, to me, I don't think that's what happened. And I also think that that is disgusting, that that's a possibility. So that really made me want to sit down and take a look at this energy. She was seen April 5th, 2024 in the Western Riverside Country community. And then circumstances surrounding her disappearance were not immediately available. She again was found on September 8th after workers at Hollywood Tow reported a strong odor coming from the Tesla registered to the singer. So this vehicle was registered to David. Officers opened the trunk, the front trunk, also known as a frunk. I'm not really familiar with Teslas, so that's new to me, a frunk, and found the remains in a bag, police said. Okay, something else that also bothered me from the, I'm really getting messages and downloads coming through. I apologize, everyone. There's more evidence, I think, in regards to exactly what was done, like written out. This is someone that liked to write out exactly what he was doing. Really explicit is what I'm seeing. Really explicit, like step by step, everything detailed that would have been done. Now, this is interesting that I'm getting this message coming through, because I had seen, and I forget the YouTube channel I had been watching. I apologize, but I had seen different professionals going back and forth saying how David has done previous lyrics and music or poetry or artwork prior to all of this happening, and some of that is very vulgar and explicit and would say red flags for this type of behavior. But they're claiming that you can't go after someone based on their artwork. But at what point does that turn into, like I was just mentioning, a red flag, right? Like, at what point is it extreme red flags of a sociopath or a psychopath or a serial killer or someone that is going to, like, now we have an incident that happened, a passing, a homicide, and a young child that's involved, and it's like, well, no, this was an artist, and that's something completely separate. I highly doubt that, right? In my opinion only. So for those of you that aren't aware, I did work in law enforcement for over 20 years. And as a professional in that respect, bullshit, I call bullshit, right? This is absolutely related. And I do not think that it was a accidental unaliving and panic and hide a body situation. That's not what I'm suspecting at all. In my personal opinion. We'll get the energy of the cards. There's a lot more here in the article if anyone wants to go take a look. I don't really know much about this David character. I've never followed him, been a fan. I don't even know. I couldn't tell you one song. And this was from Los Angeles 4. That I got the article from NBC. Okay. Now, I'm not going to rehash everything as far as looking at how it evolved. I more so want to focus on the cause of death, as well as moving forward, like what evidence could help tie in. That's going to be my main concentration, and this will be a little bit of a quicker first look reading. And then if you like it, please let me know down below if you'd like me to take deeper looks. I just am feeling energy right away of a message wanting to come out. I feel it in my throat space, and my ear had been ringing right away. So let's just see what message wants to come out right away in regards to her passing, in regards to what happened. Clarify, please. What message are you, I feel it in my throat. What message are you wanting to bring forward? What message are you wanting to bring forward? Queen, oh, look at that. Queen of Cups is coming out. And the Nine of Wands is coming out with trials and tribulations. So this is taking everything from someone. So it's where it was never enough. The energy that I have coming out is there's an Emperor energy, a masculine energy. I'm feeling pulled into David's energy for this. And her energy is feeling as though taking, just taking, and then leaving completely vulnerable. Intuitive and sensitive is here with this Queen of Cups. But how it's coming out with the Nine of Wands is it's like, I'm giving you everything, but it's still not enough. It's where you're demanding more, and it's leaving feeling empty with missed opportunity. Four of Cups in reverse coming out to clarify that more. So I do feel as though there was a romantic partnership between the two of them with the Two of Cups energy. Let me clarify and confirm that. In regards to the two of them, was there a romantic? Yes. The Six of Cups, memories and reunion. And for me specifically, for that one with the roses, I always look at it as a romantic partnership. There's evidence of that. It's written down. So I feel as though it's either written down or recorded in regards to their dynamic and their relationship. Let me just ask and see what I get in regards. Had they been intimate with one another? Had they been, and this is all my opinion only, no fact here. That's interesting. That's interesting that the Five of Pentacles came out. Give me 1 second to get further clarity. I'll go to another deck. And like I was saying, this is my opinion only, no fact here. I have the two of them coming out as Two of Cups energy. This is showing someone that you would say you are in a relationship with, okay? Or a partnership with. Now, let me clarify the Five of Pentacles energy. Ooh, it flew at me. Okay, there's something here. Seven of Pentacles is coming out. There's something here in regards to being intimate with, and as of right now, it's not clear in the energy. It is showing more of like waiting for that. Waiting. And that's, I didn't think that I would see that energy, to be honest. I thought that I was going to get a yes in the energy, and this is showing waiting. Clarify, please. Three of Pentacles. I'm getting a no, so I have to take that for right now. I feel as though with the Three of Pentacles there, I kept seeing the chain, and I kept hearing jailbait. So yeah, there it is again. There's the chain. So I'm getting a no, and I'm getting the Emperor in reverse here with the Eight of Wands in reverse. So I'm getting a no for that. Again, this is my first time looking at the energy. So show me what that relationship... Let me go to another deck. Show me what fated meeting, important connection when I split the deck. And I was going to ask, show me what the relationship between the two of them. And when I'm saying the two of them, her and this David. What did the relationship between the two of them? This is how I see it. Like this hand in hand. There's a connection. She was a muse. A muse. Ooh, it flew out. See, here's the music inspiration. And a muse for the heart space for making music. clarify. Secret admirer and timid. So I have honest and the truth coming out. And then I have I'm sorry. So in regards to the two of them, I do feel as though she was inspiration to him. He was able to feel things that allowed him to create. I'm going to say music because that's what's here is music, but I'm seeing like poetry. Like poetry in motion. And then I do feel as though I'm not seeing it like crossing that line, if that makes sense. Okay? Let me confirm. I have one deck that would help clarify. And I'll say, because it's important for the case, I do feel as though fantasizing about this, because here it's coming out. Do you see like fantasizing about this, but being forbidden in some way? There's some element of like in the mindset being forbidden, and then that was something that caused even further desire and further inspiration is what I'm seeing. So using that to help create is what I'm being pulled into. And you can see it here. Creating on a page. Bringing a page to life then through music. Okay. Did he cross the line ever in a sexual way? Let's ask that and see what comes out. Clarify. It's hidden. Death. And now that is interesting. All right. This is not, let me see if I'm reading it right. Am I, what I'm feeling pulled into? I think that there was the passing that happened. And then I think things could have happened after that. Yeah, that's what I feel pulled to. I think that there was a violation that happened after this in regards to, and I'm going to just show it on the thing, right? In regards to this, and then I have clarity coming out after that. And then I also am showing, like, I have like the body being shown of what was desired, but kept himself from that until this happened. And then, so really, really messed up in the head, and really messed up in the head, in my opinion, in regards to the energy that I have coming out. And then not wanting to part with the actual physical remains. Like almost like keeping safe. Like wanted to keep safe and protected. If you can see here, like wanted to keep safe because there was still this admiration. It's very toxic situation. Very toxic. Very toxic situation. Okay. So I have that coming out. I did not expect that. Okay. Let me see, because this is really coming out very strongly in regards to the ick. I don't have a better way to say it. Very mentally off. So let me just see, in regards to David, yeah, I have toxic coming out again. Very toxic traits. I feel it in my head too. So I don't know if there could have been giving alcohol, giving drugs, anything in that respect. Because as I'm saying toxic trait, I feel it in my head. I don't know if that's coming for him or her specifically. I'll try to clarify in regards to that. Yeah, I feel it in my head, like a pain in my head. So I'm getting an actual physical pain in my head. I think it's his energy. I think he's got, I don't know if he suffers from headaches, but I feel something, and it feels like it's his energy. Siren, like a sound that doesn't go away. I don't know. It's I feel it for his energy, I believe. Okay, let me see. Show me to the best of the ability of this deck. Show me David. Show me who he is. Explain. Show me who he is. Show me a fox. One more. And fallen angel. So the fox is manipulation, but it's also adaptability, shape-shifting, enigma. The fox is also someone that you wouldn't think would hurt you. Like, oh, look at the cute fox. But then the fox bites the hand that feeds them. That type of energy. Like this is someone you wouldn't expect. There's an element here of thinking, no, that person would never do that. That's what I get coming through. And then the fallen angel is here. Was it even real? The paradise I fell from? Or are they just a nightmare, the realms I now roam? Again, I get that energy of feeling as though would never do this. Let's dig a little bit deeper in regards to what happened. How did she pass? Let's see if we can get clarity for that. This one wants to come out. Outer space. This one, and it's hidden. Runaway. So her leaving. I don't know for sure if she was a runaway, but it's coming out like her leaving, going to him, because you can see him here in the background. My head hurts right away. So I keep getting this pain in my head. Clarify what led. I keep getting energy of leaving. Isolation. I keep getting energy of isolation. I have the boat coming out, but it's showing like all alone. Accident is here, but it feels as though being isolated. Isolation. Any further clarity in regards to what specifically? It's hidden again. Abuse and neglect. It feels like left. And then we do have this coming out, which we know to be true. After the fact, I'm thinking, hoping, praying. There's something here about, I don't want to say watching, but it feels like watching. Let me get further clarity for, I'll ask one more time. Yeah, there's something about leaving alone. So I have shocking discovery, but it's like isolation. So I don't know if there is a possibility of like keeping tied up or keeping in a room or keeping isolated and leaving and then coming back. There's something along those lines, and it's like hurting my head. Let me just see. Let me just go to one deck and see if I'm feeling his energy for the pain in my head or her energy. Both. I have Temperance. I get both for that. So I feel as though he might suffer from some sort of head trauma, headaches, or something not right in the head. Okay, so we get that for his energy. Now I'm feeling an actual like physical pain also for her energy. And then let me just try to see what happened. Was it something that happened to the head? What caused her passing? Oh. We have the Four of Swords, which is the final resting place, but I keep feeling pulled into being left. Like being left is what I'm getting pulled into. I don't know why. I'm going to just check one other deck and see, and then I'm going to have to end this reading for today, and I'll come back in and do a follow-up. So let me know, please, if you would like to see a follow-up reading on this. I just am short on time for today, everyone. I apologize, and I feel like there's so much more to unpack here, and I don't even know if I went over everything that I said that I had planned on going over. So I apologize for that. Clarify, please, in the energy, this Four of Swords being left for showing how the passing, this top one, the World. Hidden. I still get like being left. If you can see this World energy, and it's being hidden, being left. So I'm going to have to come back in and take a deeper look. There's something here about hiding away too. There's something about hiding away or keeping hidden. My ear's really ringing for that. Show me one. Yeah, the Devil energy. I was asking for David's energy, and this is coming out. And again, I feel it with this, and there's something really not right in the head. I'm getting really not right in the head. And then the Death card is coming out. So I didn't get to take a look at this potential second suspect. I would like to do that. I will plan on doing that, as well as any questions that you, the community, have. So please put in the comments down below. And I will see you back for the next one. Love and light.